The crystalline chambers of the Galactic Council hummed with tension as Ambassador Vexithara of the Kethmori Empire presented their case. Her chitinous exoskeleton gleamed under the bioluminescent ceiling as she gestured toward the holographic display showing a small blue world orbiting an unremarkable yellow star. "Honorable counselors," Vexithara's voice resonated through her translator implant. "This primitive world, designation Earth, sits at a crucial junction of three major hyperspace lanes. Its inhabitants have barely achieved interplanetary flight. They would never resist a proper civilization claiming their system." Murmurs rippled through the assembled representatives of 47 species. The massive Gorvani delegate, resembling a mountain of living stone, rumbled his agreement. The ethereal whisperkin flickered between dimensions, their approval manifesting as harmonious chimes. Council Prime Zephon, an ancient being whose species had transcended physical form millennia ago, materialized as a shimmering presence at the chamber's center. "The Kethmori proposal has merit. These humans show promise, but they remain technologically inferior. A swift occupation would minimize casualties while securing the system." The vote seemed inevitable. 46 species had already indicated their support for the humanitarian intervention, as they diplomatically termed it. Only one delegate remained silent, Ambassador Kavas of the Telani, a species known for their meticulous research and cautious nature. "Before we proceed," Kavas interjected, his 6 eyes blinking in sequence, "perhaps we should examine humanity's response to the preliminary warning beacon we sent?" Vexithara's mandibles clicked dismissively. "A standard procedure. They likely interpreted it as a natural phenomenon." "Actually," Kavas activated his personal display, "they responded. Quite thoroughly." The chamber fell silent as a human face appeared on the central hologram. A middle-aged woman with graying hair and tired eyes, wearing what appeared to be a simple blue uniform. "To whoever sent the warning," the woman began, her voice steady, despite speaking into the void. "This is Secretary General Elena Vasquez of the United Nations. We received your message loud and clear. We understand you consider us primitive. You're probably right. We haven't mastered faster-than-light travel. We don't have energy shields or planet crackers. Hell, we still fight among ourselves over resources and ideology." Several counselors exchanged glances. This was progressing as expected. "But here's what you should know about humanity," Vasquez continued, her tone hardening. "We've been fighting for survival since we crawled out of caves. We've faced ice ages, plagues, and wars that should have ended our species a dozen times over. Each time we adapted. Each time we survived. Each time we grew stronger." She paused, looking directly into the camera, as if she could see through space and time to this very chamber. "You want to invade Earth? Fine. But understand what you're walking into. We have 7 billion humans down here, and every single one of them just learned that hostile aliens exist. Do you know what that's done to our species?" The display shifted to show images from across Earth. Humans working frantically in factories, laboratories, and military installations. Scientists collaborating across former enemy lines. Children learning to use weapons alongside quantum physics. "In the 72 hours since your warning, we've done something unprecedented in human history." Vasquez's voice carried a note of grim pride. "We've unified. Every nation, every faction, every ideological group has set aside our differences. For one purpose, preparing for you." Ambassador Vexithara shifted uncomfortably. "Primitive posturing. What could they possibly—" "We're not done," Vasquez interrupted, as if responding to the comment across impossible distance. "You see, humanity has one trait that might surprise you. When faced with extinction, we don't just fight, we innovate. Our greatest technological leaps came during our darkest hours. World wars gave us jet engines and computers. The Cold War gave us space travel and the internet." New images flashed across the display. Human scientists reverse engineering fragments of crashed alien probes, military strategists adapting ancient guerrilla tactics for space combat, engineers retrofitting civilian spacecraft with improvised weapons. You're watching a species that conquered a planet by throwing rocks at bigger animals. We built civilizations in deserts, on ice sheets, and in swamps that should have killed us. We split the atom, mapped our own DNA, and sent machines to other worlds, all while trying to kill each other. The chamber had grown deathly quiet. Even Prime Zephon's luminous form seemed dimmed. Now imagine, Vasquez leaned forward, what we can accomplish when we're working together. Against you. Kavas activated another display showing recent scans of Earth's solar system. Where once there had been empty space, now swarms of human vessels, crude but numerous, patrolled between planets. Asteroid mining operations that had been civilian ventures were now churning out raw materials at unprecedented rates. We know we can't match your technology, Vasquez continued, but we don't need to. We just need to make conquering us cost more than you're willing to pay. Every human city you destroy will be rebuilt. Every human you kill will inspire 10 more to fight harder. We've turned our entire planet into a fortress, and every human on it into a soldier. She stood up, and the camera pulled back to reveal she was addressing not just a recording device, but a massive assembly of humans from every nation on Earth. So come ahead if you want, Vasquez declared. But know this, you're not invading a primitive world. You're starting a war with a species that has never, not once in our entire history, stopped fighting. And we've had thousands of years to get very, very good at it. The transmission ended, leaving the council chamber in stunned silence. Prime Zephon's form flickered uncertainly. Perhaps we should reconsider the timeline for this operation. Ambassador Vexathara's exoskeleton had lost its gleam. A small delay might be prudent. Kavas closed his displays with what might have been satisfaction. I second the motion to postpone indefinitely. Perhaps we should focus on that nice, peaceful system 3 sectors over. I hear they've developed beautiful art and have no concept of warfare. The vote was unanimous. In the depths of space, Earth continued its orbit, and humanity continued preparing for a war that would never come, though they wouldn't know that for another 50 years, by which time they had become something the galaxy had never seen before, a species that had unified not in peace, but in the promise of conflict, creating a civilization built on the paradox of preparing for war to preserve peace. The galaxy would remember this lesson for millennia to come. Never threaten a species that considers impossible odds to be a personal challenge.